If you're new to motorcycling and you're ready to learn how to ride, I would suggest the MSF. There's a lot of people that just have a friend that knows how to ride, and they most of the time that friend doesn't let you use their bike. But if you do have a friend that's willing to let you use their bike, I mean, you can try it that way. There's no guarantees. There's a lot of people that ride motorcycles and they really won't teach you much, but you can make your choice on that. But MSF is definitely the ideal pick. So what I want to talk about is motorcycles and cars. What's more dangerous? I mean, this is just like saying what came first, the chicken or the egg. So, it's, in my opinion, sometimes a motorcycle can come out on top of the car, and it all depends on the situation. If I'm riding and I hit a pole in a car and I crash and burn, and if I hit that same pole on my motorcycle might crash and burn. I might roll off and come out with a broken leg. So, I always tell that one person that gives you a hard time that motorcycles are death traps. In what situation are you talking about? It all depends on the situation. So I don't let anybody, rain on my parade and throw negativity at me. And oh yeah, I don't ride a motorcycle because my Uncle Bob, his cousin, died in a motorcycle crash. He was hit by a truck, and that's why I don't ride a motorcycle. I mean, I can name a ton of people that have died in cars too, but they'll still ride in cars. So, like I said, don't let people try and convince you not to get a motorcycle and to rain on your parade. If you think you can do it, then just go for it. If you think it's something you can't do, then that's up to you. But there's people that go their whole lives riding motorcycles and they don't even get into one accident and not even a speeding ticket. Most motorcycle accidents happen because they're alcohol related. So just if you learn the techniques of the road and the techniques of the bike and you become an elite rider, that can really help you out. There's no guarantees with any vehicle on the road. So, but I prefer the motorcycle. I can swerve out of the way of these people that text and drive, and I just feel safer on my bike. Motorcycle helmets. You definitely need one. Now here's a tip. If you don't wear your chin strap tight, then don't even wear the helmet at all. Just leave it at home. Because if you hit something, it's just going to fly off. So you may as well just not even wear it. You can put some Rain-X on your face shield, because if you get hit by a hard rainstorm, you're not going to be able to see. It's really difficult. So this is really going to help out. You can apply some anti-fog on the inside of your face shield, and you can just see the difference right here. I use a product called Blaze Anti-Fog, but I know there's probably many of them out there. And I highly suggest earplugs. You don't want to be on the highway doing 75 with all that wind rushing into your eardrums right through the helmet, because it can cause eardrum damage over time, and this will definitely prevent that. And with the next product I'm about to show you, you won't need any earwax, so you can make a decision on that. This product is called a Wind Jammer, and it makes the helmet more aerodynamic. It also stops dust from coming up underneath. It stops bugs from coming up underneath. One time I had a bee come up underneath my helmet, and that can cause an accident. And it also reduces the noise when you're on the highway, so you don't get eardrum damage. So it's just a great product. And if you do decide to get one of these, it's probably going to lose the stickum and start peeling off because you're putting it on and off your head. So it starts to slip down and fall apart. But if you take a glue gun and a glue stick, you can just glue it back on. I've had mine just glued on there for probably a couple of years now. And the helmet will have more of a fog problem with the windjammer, so you're definitely going to need the anti-fog with this product. I only wear a full head helmet if I know I'm going to be riding on the highway, but if I'm just going to be in residential or the city, I'm not going very fast, so I normally wear a half helmet with a pair of goggles like these, and definitely need earplugs with that combination. And the bad thing about wearing a helmet is it can cause neck pain. It does that to me. Uh, Sometimes I have to take ibuprofen and ice my neck or use biofreeze. But what I do to help my neck is neck exercises. It's the muscles back there are weak and need to be strengthened, because of the helmet putting pressure on those muscles. So I use an elastic band. You can get one of those from Walmart, and you can see this girl here. She's holding it around her head and leaning her head back and doing reps like that. You can also use a towel and see if that helps. And of course, you're going to need your leather pants, leather jacket, and I would get a huge jacket to go over that for when it's cold out, because they're just not going to keep you warm enough. So you might want something like this guy's got. That might be a little too big there, fella, but probably this is a lot better. There we go. And if anyone is going to be riding on the back of your bike, I would recommend a product called Moto Strap. It's a lot safer to grab onto that strap than it is to hold on to somebody's jeans belt hoop or around their waist. So this product, I have it. It works awesome. Or another option, if you don't want to use those straps, you can purchase these gas tank handle grips, and they mount right to the gas tank lid, and then the passenger can just hold on. Might like that a little better. LED glow lights. I took the blows for you on this one. I had these on my bike and they lasted 3 weeks. Um, the company that put them on they used double-sided tape, and there was too much heat and everything melted and there was wires falling off, and it was just a horrible job. But if I do get them installed again, and if you get them, I would recommend that you tell the installers to use glue and make sure they're not using double-sided tape. You want them glued, but they can make your bike safer at night, obviously. Motorcycle headlights. The factory headlight isn't very bright. It doesn't see that far out, so you might want to upgrade that to a brighter one. You can get those at an auto parts store, and that might help you out. You wouldn't want to hit a ladder at nighttime because you didn't see it coming. So they have really good ones at the auto parts store. Okay, next topic. Speeding on our transport roads. Just use the motorcycle to get from point A to point B. I know speeding is fun. I like to do it, but I don't do it on the road. We have racetracks, quarter mile, that you can spend $15 and race all night long. We have circle tracks. You can go there and speed for hours. There's just no reason to speed on our roads. It's not worth getting caught. All you need is one motorcycle cop with a mustache eating a donut, hiding behind a sign, and he radars you. And once he picks you up speeding, he can call backup, and they will catch you if they want. A lot of times they don't want to bother you because they don't want to be bothered themselves. They just don't want to disturb the peace sometimes. But if you're speeding real fast and there's a lot of complaints, especially in a residential area, they will catch you and just radar you and call backup, and they can roadblock you. So it's kind of hard to outrun a radio. Sometimes the motorcyclist does get away. Cops don't always get you, but you have to remember that if they really want to catch you, there's things they can do. They can put spikes, strip spikes in the road, across the road, and they can take your air from you if they really want to. But usually they don't do that unless you've done a crime. But I wouldn't take a chance. There's a lot of things they can do to get you. If they really want to get you, they have the better chance of getting you than you getting away. So just remember, if you're speeding really fast and the cops chase you, if you try to run from them and they catch you, they can take your bike from you and they won't give it back. They don't care how much you paid for it or if you got payments on it. It becomes the city's, and you no longer will own that bike. So it's just not worth it. Don't run from the police. Just don't speed. Next topic, motorcycle group rides. This is something I don't do. I only ride with a small group, with about 5 or 6 people. But when there's a bunch of people, it's very dangerous because, this is common sense. A lot of these guys like to pull wheelies and do leg spreaders, and when one of them falls, you can fall right into them, and it's like dominoes. So you make the decision on that, but as for me, I don't do it. And next topic, dropping your motorcycle. It's kind of hard to stay undefeated. I dropped mine. I was going around a turn in my own yard in the grass. There was lightning out and I was in a rush to get home, and I turned and slipped like I was on a banana peel. So, you can really hurt yourself trying to lift these bikes if you do it incorrect. So there is a technique to getting it up faster and easier. So I'm going to show you here a video of a retired police officer showing how to do it correctly. And I'll link his channel down below.
You take your left hand and you put it on the right handlebar, right? Just like this. See how my feet are? My right leg is back, my left leg is a little bit up, my knees are slightly bent. Then you take your right hand and you put it on this handlebar, on the left handlebar, okay? And what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna pull with your left hand and push with your right hand at the same time. What you're also gonna do is make sure keep your back nice and straight, and just pretty much walk forward, but you're gonna push forward with your right leg. Your right leg is the leg in the back. And at the same time, you're gonna use your left leg too. So you're doing a bunch of things simultaneously. Now you have to do them simultaneously to make this easy. Clearly, I'm not gonna just try to do like this with my arms, see? Nothing's gonna happen. But again, pulling, pushing, and the legs at the same time. Simultaneously. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, now once you get it up, straighten out the handlebars. That's gonna make it a little bit easier to get this kickstand down.
How do you do it, Lee?
And I got a bike.
Bloody arm. How do you do it? I can't do it. So be careful.
Backpacks. I used to use a standard backpack, but I usually fill my backpacks up pretty high with stuff, and it was putting a lot of pressure on my neck with the drag. It would pull down on it. I was causing a lot of neck pain, and so I switched over to a motorcycle backpack, and those are more aerodynamic. They're more protection in case you fall, and you don't get that drag. It doesn't pull on my neck as much as the other one did. And when I go food shopping, I use this backpack. It's a softball backpack, and I can fit a lot of food in there. No need for a car. I replaced my factory handlebar grips with these grips here. I got these on eBay. These are called Flame motorcycle grips. I only paid $9 for these. You can do a YouTube search on how to install these. They were pretty easy. I just use a mallet and I believe a little bit of water. And at first I didn't like them. They were pretty slippery with the gloves that I was using until I found these gloves at Walmart. These are called MX Graphic, and these two go together like peanut butter and jelly. They really make a huge difference. And these were about $20, and it was just a much tackier feeling. Okay, road techniques and safety tips. I'm going to recommend somebody's channel. His name is MC Rider, so he can teach you a lot of techniques for of the road. But I'm just going to give you a couple in this video. As you can see me here, I'm riding the bike like a moped all the way to the right. When oncoming cars are coming, you don't want to be all the way in the left side because you're very close to those people in there. Half of them are texting and driving, and you don't want them to just swerve just a tiny little bit and squash you like a grape. But I normally ride the bike like a moped all the way to the right, and I wait for them cars to pass, and then I'll hang back over to the left. So this is my bike. It's a 2017 GSXR 750. So on the tail of my bike I keep a Core-Tech bag, and inside that bag I keep a rain suit, some Rain-X for my helmet shield. I also keep some earwax and a cable lock just in case I want to lock my helmet to the side of my bike, and also a couple of bungee cords. I'm a skateboarder, so sometimes I strap the skateboard on the back of the tail. That way I can go to the skate parks and do some ramp riding. And another aftermarket product I have on the bike is those tank grips. Mine are clear. You can see them on the side of the gas tank, and those give you a little bit of a better grip when you're trying to make some turns. Okay, here's another road tip. When you come to a stoplight and you have to stop behind these cars, don't stop directly behind the car, in line with his license plate. In this situation, I would be stopped to the side, and at a range. If some speeding car comes behind me, let them hit the car in front of you instead of you. When I come to the stop, I always have my eyes on the rearview mirror. I want to know, who's behind me, and if they're coming fast, and I keep the bike in gear. And if they are coming behind me fast, I'm gonna side shoot, and I'm gonna get out of the way. When I see that the car comes behind me and stops, then I'll put it in neutral and relax. but I'm not going to park directly behind these cars where I have no way to get out of the way. And this is something that you can't forget. That could be the one time you forget from looking behind you in the rearview mirror, and that could cost you your life. So get into the habit of staring in that rearview mirror when you come to these stops. And another part you might want to consider getting is a set of sliders. Um, these help the bike slide if you go down, if you drop the bike, and they could also help the fairing from getting cracked. Next topic, bike theft. Bikes get stolen every day. It's not getting any better. There's a lot of devices on the market you can buy. You can use a GPS, you can use an alarm, but in my opinion, those don't work very well because most of the time it's 3 guys with a van, 1 guy driving, 2 guys jump out, grab your bike, and within 1 minute your bike is in the back of the van. So the alarm is going off in the back of the van. They cut the alarm. It's the first thing they do, and then they go right for the GPS. They look all over for it, grab it, throw it out the window. So sometimes they can help you, sometimes not. I use a 9-foot Vulcan chain, and I wrap it around light posts, goes through the back wheel. That's a hardened metal chain. You can't cut it with bolt cutters.
It's coming apart. You're bending that pipe. This tool is coming apart.
So the only way for a thief to really cut that Vulcan chain is to use an angle grinder, and that makes a lot of noise and it creates a lot of sparks. But think about it, who really wants to do that in the middle of a Walmart parking lot? I never leave my bike in a parking lot where it's by itself, so the chain works out for me. And I keep this 9-foot Vulcan chain in a tank bag. So it's a little heavy, but if I know I'm going somewhere, I'll just grab it and throw it on the tank. And I'll put it on when I get to places like if I'm going to work out, at a fitness club, and if I know I'm going to be there for a while, I use it there. And another way bikes get stolen is from posting pictures of your motorcycle on social media like Facebook, Instagram. What the thief does is he sees the pictures and he now knows your name, and he Google searches your name and your address pops up, and then he goes to your house and takes your bike. Sometimes they even go in the garage and take it. So what you can do is you can take your address off Google search, and I'll leave a link down below where you can click that link and you can have it removed off Google. And this is another product I bought a few years back. This is a Muppet helmet cover. I got that from motoloot.com, and it gets a lot of attention. So if you like a lot of attention on the road, you definitely want to get one of these. I just use it to make the kids laugh, and during the winter it keeps your head warm, that's for sure. I keep it on a separate helmet. You're not going to want to wear it every day, especially in the heat. And of course, you can't live without your cell phone. There's plenty of motorcycle cell phone holders out there. That comes in handy when you need to use your GPS. Last tip, always support your favorite sports team on your license plate. And don't forget to tattoo your bike's name above the gas tank lid. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if any of this info helped you out, let me know in the comment section. And maybe some of your rider friends need some good rider tips, and you can pass the video along.